Good morning. Last night was quite the adventure. We found what we thought was a really great campsite along at the Oval, but it turns out that's RV only. You're not allowed to camp in tents there. I think you can if you have the key to the toilets, but we didn't have that. So anyway, it turns out the pub in town has free camping at the back of it. They just ask that maybe you go in and buy a beer or some chips or whatever. So we did that, and yeah, it was alright, but I mean, it was pretty loud. It's not exactly the most picturesque campsite. Okay, so Bonnie is currently writing some postcards. Which she's gonna post in a special manner. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, so follow me. All right. So we sat down for breakfast, and at first we thought, oh my God, Ned Kelly, what are you doing here? No, it's not Ned Kelly. This is the post office tree. So, okay, this isn't a real tree anymore. It's a hollow replica, but there once stood in this spot a tree where historically the settlers of this town would gather, and it was like, kind of like a watering hole where you get news and gossip, all kinds of stuff. And when they started building post offices, they recognized this tree as being a significant place to gather mail. So that's why the post office is here, and they built this tree where you can still mail letters, and any postcard that goes into this box comes out with a special stamp that basically mentions that Sheffield is the Town of Murals, which is super cool. So I have a postcard for my aunt in Canada and a postcard for David's family in England. So yeah, I'm excited for them to get these.
You!
Alright, there's the first one. There, perfect.
We're just having a look around the mural walk here in Sheffield. It seems every year they have a mural competition with a 10k first prize, and some of these murals are just incredible. There's so many of them. You can see why they call it the Town of Murals. It's like every building has something on it. Okay, so as usual, it's been another slow start today. I don't think we left town till like nearly 11, or at the very least 10:30. So we've only done like 13k so far, and it's already time for lunch. Thankfully, we found this gorgeous lunch spot. There's this little creek here and a little picnic area. So yeah, the timing was right, I guess, in a weird kind of way. Yeah, so Sheffield, the Town of Murals, was just awesome. Hence why we left so late. Like, we did the mural walk. We went to this like really weird sort of antiques and junk shop, which was pretty insane. Bonnie got some postcards with pictures of the owner on. Seems like a cool dude. So yeah, no real agenda today. We've kind of learned not to sort of make a K target or anything like that. We're just gonna see how we go. I need to do some mechanical work on the bikes. I've chewed on my brake pads pretty bad, so I need to tighten those up a little bit. Bonnie's having issues with her shifting. Took it to the store, they put a new cable in, but I don't know if the cable's just bedding in or if maybe it wasn't adjusted properly, but now she's having trouble getting up through the front gears. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that, and while she makes some lunch. Yeah. Okay, so Bonnie's been having those issues with her gears that I mentioned ever since ever since we left, basically. So I've just done a bit of work on them over lunch. Let's see if it's worked. 2 seconds. All right, Bonster, go for it.
Hey, I'm in the middle gear right now.
So you having trouble shifting down?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
It actually worked out kind of caught.
Kind of caught, okay.
It worked. Yeah.
I'll go up and down again a couple of times.
Okay. It's really smooth on that.
Yeah, it's working? Woo! Yeah! So despite the roads being pretty rough and it being sort of, you know, ugly logging terrain in places, there's still some incredible views. Like this national park, what is it, Bonnie? It's like Mount Roland? Mount Roland Conservation Area, unless we've gone past there. It all looks very similar and it all looks really nice. It seems just in the nick of time we found one of these little roadside stalls with some veggies and biscuits, and you know, it's like the honor system. You leave a couple of bucks, you take something, and we found some ginger nuts and some spicy oat biscuits, which Bonnie is already into.
Very good.
All right, let's ride.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Tassie Trail sign on here. But it's locked, so we'll have to phone up. Hey, sheeps. No. Okay, so we've made it to Red Hills. We're at the rec reserve here. I think it's like another Lions funded one. So there were 2 numbers, one for Danny and one for Dean. Called one for Danny, no answer. So I called one for Dean and he said he ain't involved anymore, so call Danny. So anyway, I've given Danny a text. Dean said just let yourselves in, set the tents up, don't worry about it. But I'm hoping if Danny turns up, we'll get a key to the toilets over here. There might even be a shower in there if we're lucky. Anyway, we've got a place to camp tonight, so yeah, we'll be alright. Looks pretty cozy in there. Turns out someone's decided to graze their sheep in here as well, which is good. I don't know what it's like camping next to sheep. Hopefully they're not a problem for our tent. Okay, update. Got through to Danny via text, and he's sending his dad down, who lives just across the road, who's going to give us the keys and let us in. Success. Success! The fella came through and we're now in the kitchen of the hall, cooking up a storm. or a culinary disaster. I don't know yet. This is way better than we thought. We thought we were just going to get a campsite and maybe access to a toilet. Got kitchen and showers. Yeah, alright, see you in the morning. Okay, so that was the Red Hills Memorial Apex Park Hall thing. Anyway, pretty lucky to find that place. I even drank my cacao infused stout that I'd gotten from Seven Sheds. That was really nice. That was a nice little treat to finish the evening off. Sorry if there's a bit of wind noise here. Yeah, like we didn't even camp outside. Like once we'd been given the keys to get inside, we just set the tent up in there. And it meant it wasn't covered in dew this morning, you know. So we've got a nice dry tent as well. So we're currently heading for Deloraine. Deloraine is where we're going to find our woolies so we can stock up on supplies. And at that point we're trying to get in touch with the Warm Showers host because it's going to rain all night and it's going to rain all day tomorrow. And tomorrow was going to be the big day. It's going to be the like 1,000 meters of climbing up onto the plateau. And I really don't want to do that in the pouring rain and sleet. So hopefully with a bit of luck, we're going to do, you know, a 0 day tomorrow and just sort of hide out from the rain. The Warm Showers host hasn't got back to us yet, so it's a bit late notice. That's the thing about warm showers. It can be hard to sort of organize. So if she doesn't get back to us, I guess we're just going to have to find somewhere to camp. Might end up being a tent day tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Oh, this is quite pretty, isn't it? Yarns. Okay, so after making it into Deloraine, we went to the Tourist Information Centre, and there's a little folk museum inside. Kind of similar to some of the pioneer museums we've been to, but we figured we'd have a little look around. It's a good way to burn some time. It's quite nice. But whilst we were in there, Bonnie saw a poster for a 50s diner. So guess where we're going? Okay, so while we were having lunch at the 50s diner, which was okay, it was quite scenic. It was scenic, that's not the right word, it was quite quirky. They had lots of cool knickknacks, lots of old artifacts, but they don't let you take pictures in there or film, so maybe I'll just try and put up some images from their Facebook page or something. Food was good, had a chili dog, milkshake, a bit thin, disappointing. Anyway, while we were having lunch, our Warm Showers host got back to us, which is awesome. Thing is, she doesn't live on the route anymore. She actually lives in Launceston. So we figured, you know what? we were thinking about checking out Launceston. Let's just take the detour. So we're on our way in there now. She lives on the outskirts on the west side where we'll be coming in, which is pretty handy. And Bonnie has learned that there's an umbrella museum, so we'll be checking that out tomorrow. So yeah, onwards to Launceston.